For this simple project, what I'm doing is creating some barbed wire that I can use to add to some of my decorations. It is relatively safe. It's plastic coated, so if you bump up against it, it's not going to cut you or poke you. And to do this, all you really need is a pair of wire cutters. And what I'm using is this 2-strand thermostat wire from Home Depot. I'm sure you could use any kind of plastic coated thin wire would work. To start off here, I'm cutting 1.5-inch pieces. These are going to turn into the barbs. I typically place these barbs about 6 to 8 inches apart. So just for easy math, you figure 2 barbs per foot, and I need about 15 feet of wires, so I'm going to cut 30 barbs here. Once I was ready to place the barbs, I measured out about 8 inches. I usually measure the first couple and then eyeball it after that. But you just grab one of your short pieces, lay it on top of the wire, and hold it down with your thumb. And then you just wrap it. Usually I wrap it 2 to 3 times around the main wire, and that holds it in place. I try to get the barbs to stop at 180 degrees from each other, just for a better look. And then you just work your way down, doing it every 6 to 8 inches. If you have a smaller project and you want the barbs to show up a little bit more, you can place them a lot closer together, especially if you're going to wrap it around something. Like if you were going to make that Lucille from The Walking Dead, the baseball bat, then I'd put them at every 4 inches or so. Then you just keep working your way down the wire, wrapping the barbs until you run out of pieces or you reach the desired length that you want. If you're working on a prop that's not going to be viewed up that close, you could definitely just stop at this point. It'll save you some money on wire, and what you end up with is just a single strand piece of barbed wire. What I normally do is make a double strand wire, and that's what I'm going to be doing today. So what I'll do is I'll pull out another length of wire to equal the amount that has the barbs wrapped on it. What I have is a hook on the wall in my garage that I hook the loop end of the wire to. And that way it allows me to make sure both ends, both the smooth side and the barbed side of the wire are the same length. And I just kind of walk it back. And at the same time, it also holds the wire while we go to the next step and twist it. And now that both strands of the wire are equal lengths, what I'm going to do is stick the 2 ends in my drill and just tighten it down. And you could do this part by just twisting by hand, but to save time, I like to throw it in my drill and just give it a few twists. And when you start twisting, you want to give the wire a little bit of tension. That's why the hook on the wall makes it a lot easier, especially if you're doing it by yourself. If you had another person, you could just have them hold it. When you start twisting it, you could stop at any time. Once you reach that desired look you're going for. And at this point, the barbed wire is done. What I usually do is go another step and add some paint to it. If I want like a rusty look, I'll leave it this brown color and then add some red or some black to it to give it some age. I've also had projects where I painted it silver to make it look newer, and it just helps it show up better. Just depends on what you're after. And here's a little clip of a project I worked on last year, one of my skull lamps that I made. And thank you guys for watching. Hope you enjoyed the video. See you on the next one.